Here at Country on the Coast here in Portsmouth, joined by the fantastic Noel Boland in collaboration with Country Chat with Dom and You Country Podcast. Hello, Noel.
How are you?
I'm amazing. It's been such a great day. How are you doing, though, most importantly? Because you've already been on stage now, you've performed, so you get to just chill now for the rest of the day and
relax and just listen to everybody else, all the other amazing artists. But being up on stage, it was really cool. I was amazed at how receptive they were to my original material, which is something that I really, really love to do when I'm on stage. But we did a couple of all country mixes in there as well, and they like that. But the original material, yeah, they really reacted to it, which was great.
That's fantastic. Is it your first time in Portsmouth as well?
Yes.
How are you finding the lovely, lovely city?
Oh, the beaches and the sea and the sun, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Really nice here.
I mean, Country on the Coast has been going on for a couple of years now, and what Hannah has done here for Country on the Coast is incredible. And then getting to see the likes of yourself performing on the stage as well is incredible for everybody, because it's new artists, it's different artists, and it's so many different sounds. And you come from Ireland yourself, from the Wicklow Hills, is it?
The Wicklow Hills, the beautiful Wicklow Hills. Not always so beautiful. Rains a lot. But, it's yeah, it is fantastic what Hannah's doing, and there's so many venues that are now popping up here, and American country music has really taken off.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic to see all the pop-up venues and bits and pieces, because there's so many cool artists that are getting now an opportunity to play their music in front of people.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks to the likes of Hannah. That's great.
It's exactly it. And, you know, it's not just Hannah as well. It's all the artists that come and support and all the fans that come to buy tickets. Yes. It's so incredible. And I was saying to Hannah earlier how incredible it is to see the place actually packing out quite early on as well. Because in recent years, obviously, as the festival was in its beginning stages, it's a slow build-up. But everybody knows that there's still fantastic artists, even earlier on in the day, such as yourself.
Oh, thank you.
So, you know, congratulations on your set. Now, one question from the You Country podcast I'm going to ask now is, what makes you country?
Well, geez, that's the thing. People go, what's country music? From that size, I've grown up listening to country music. It's the only genre of music that I've ever listened to.
Yeah.
From Garth Brooks to Johnny Cash, you know, to George Jones, George Strait. It's all I've ever listened to. So when people go, you know, as an Irish artist, you sing like an American artist, what else would you sing like when that's all that you've known since you were young? I love, the reason I love American country music is because if you listen to that older type of stuff, like those guys went to prison, they were rebels. It's the stories that the songs tell.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so cool. You just don't get that in any other, personally, in my opinion, in any other genre of music.
Yeah.
They're storytellers, and it's brought to music, and that's what I love about country music.
The original, you know, adage was 3 chords and the truth, and it is just pure truth. You know, the stories that people tell, the experiences that people have, you know, whether they're from, you know, the dirt roads of Texas to, you know, the rolling hills of Ireland. You know, it's incredible.
Everybody has a story.
Exactly.
And it's the same thing like with original material when it comes to songwriting. Everybody and friends of mine will go, I could never write a song. I go, yes, you could, because everybody has a story to tell. In whatever capacity it is, you can turn it into a story. I mean, Garth Brooks once said, country music is like 6 o'clock news brought to music. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Now, from today's performance, what is the one standout thing that you noticed, other than the fans, you know, being so reciprocative of your original music? You know, what's the one thing that really kind of like took your eye and thought, wow, this is just incredible?
Well, I did, selfishly, I'm going to say, my song Always in My Heart that I wrote. My mum passed away in 2013. She never got to see me gig or play ever. I was always too shy back then to do anything. So I make a point of singing this song at every show that I go to, and it's called Always in My Heart. It's on Spotify and iTunes. But I don't think that there's anybody in the audience that hasn't lost somebody.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that every time you do that song, it connects with somebody in some way.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that as a wannabe songwriter. I'm not there yet.
I wouldn't say wannabe, because watching, you know, seeing you perform, hearing you perform. I mean, we've been doing interviews throughout the day, and we still get to hear what happens outside. Yeah. And honestly, the reaction, and you know, when you're performing, you can hear a pin drop almost, and it's just.
That's the cool part, and that's, I suppose, everybody hopes as an artist that that's what you can do. I'm not saying I'm there, I'm nearly there, but I love doing it. I tell the story, and oftentimes people will come up to me after the show and go, I lost my mum or dad 6 months ago, and that song really, really connected with me in some way. And as a songwriter, that's the coolest thing that you could ask for.
Exactly.
That somebody has connected with something you've written.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, you know, we talk about storytelling. We talk about, a lot of artists describe it as being an open diary, you know, that the world can see. So, you know, it's incredible to allow us to be part of that journey. So, you know, thank
Absolutely.
you so much for taking us into your
you
journey.
have to wear your heart on your sleeve sometimes and tell the truth. And there's songs there that I will be releasing that do that as well. So I'm sure there'll be more stories to follow. But yeah, it's cool. But I think if you write something, anybody will tell you this, if you write something from the heart and put it out there to the world, it's scary sometimes, but it pays off, and it's cool on the other hand.
That's brilliant. What are the plans then for future songs in 2025 or gigs? You know, what is your future ambitions? What are you wanting to achieve?
Well, I have a new single coming out, an original single on May 30th. I think we're planning that for.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. This year we're doing lots of festivals, lots of shows over here in the UK. We're doing Scotland as well. And next year, I'm doing, with 7 Productions and Prestige Productions, we're doing a Luke Combs show. So we have 65 dates in theatres across Wales, Scotland, Ireland, the UK. Like, really looking forward to that. We have a full band behind a full production, and we're going to be out there on the road.
That's
bringing
fantastic.
Luke Combs modern kind of music to people. So excited about that.
Fantastic. Well, it's not just, you know, the Luke Combs kind of modern country, it's the Noel Boland music.
I put my own twist,
you know,
in some way.
you know, because you're so unique and you're so, you know, the way that you bring your storytelling to life is just absolutely fantastic. So I want to say thank you so much for being here today, and thank you so much for joining us here on Live in the Living Room as well.
Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, and thank you everybody for tuning in.